being in that era with this particular crew and my particular department, I mean, I'm being biased, but I had a pretty fucking kick-ass department. I think for a lot of the people in my team, but me in particular, flashing back to the old school style of action and being sort of given a palette to do old school but with new school technology and finding that place in the middle where you're still paying respect to the ways that, well, in New Zealand we did when I was first born as a stunt girl. We didn't use wires to begin with because we didn't have them. So we pushed people off balconies and figured out the magic.
Did it for real.
Did it for real. A little bit,
like
yeah.
a live rodeo.
A little bit cowboy styles. And I will just say for me, being able to hire the people that I ended up hiring and being, when we did the Nazi burns, I was standing there at one point and looking at the sea of faces of people that I deeply respect and for the most part love. Some of them I didn't know quite well enough to use the word love yet. Quickly got there. And just, I don't know, I was deeply honored to be able to have them all be looking at me going, what are we doing? I was like, holy shit, I'm usually in that seat. And it was just it was a pleasure, you guys. Thank you very much.
Can I say something funny about that moment?
Please, is it to do with farting?
Possibly. So Zoe, we're setting up to do that big fire burn. All of us. Matt Baker sitting here was included in that as well. And I remember you saying to us, "Okay, guys, take your last breath."
We then edited that, and it became "take your deepest breath," which is, we count down and you take your deepest breath because you're about to hold it because everything's about to be on fire. And
It was so fun.
it was definitely last breath was probably.
And Leonardo was asking that. Leonardo did not want to use.
I have a question on that. So, how many takes did you guys have to do? How many times did you have to torch? How many guys were burning? Like 8 people? We're talking about the sequence where Leo has a flame torch in the opening, one of the opening
Fried
scenes.
sauerkraut.
Yeah. So, tell us about the rehearsal process. Tell us how many takes. How'd it go?
I'm just going to keep taking over, so you guys feel free to. No.
We'll try.
Correct me if I misspeak. 4 takes?
3.
Damn it! I was counting, but I was counting down. It's different. 3 takes we did. We did a couple of days of sort of dry. We did a day of dry rehearsals. We worked with Rob Alonso. We burnt him separately, and we went through the whole thing. It was I've been on the receiving end of flames before. I've never been in the boss seat, especially of something quite that size. We rehearsed that to the point of, I had a stopwatch. It was pretty awesome. I had a stopwatch and I had a loudspeaker and I was stomping around like I was a Nazi. I was taking some inspiration. But it was basically, for me, it was taking advice from my core team, which was Zach. I had Rob Alonso on, Sammy was there, I had Joey Box. These guys have all run situations similar to this 100 times, so I just sort of absorbed all their experience, and we ran it enough times where it was I could speak with my own voice instead of channeling them. I was channeling me, and I just relied on the stellar team that I had. One of the things that I'm stoked about was, so we had 8 guys burning. Obviously, they were boys. It's Nazi back in the day. Sexist Nazis, no female Nazis. But so each guy burning had a safety team of 2, and we pulled in a couple of women that hadn't had experience doing that. But that's part of the deal, is you only get experience by getting experience. So we pulled in. How many was it? 3 or 4 females that were all people that we all respected deeply.
Lisa, Dana, Hannah.
She's talking about mentorship. That's good.
Yeah. Anyway, it was kind of one of those. I know for me, I watched a lot of that happen and didn't often get involved in being part of the safety team. So it was pretty cool to pull in women that we knew were solid performers and give them an experience that they might not have otherwise had, and they rolled.
They killed it, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did a great job.
Anyway.
All right. Next question, right there.
Well, speaking of mentorship, so how does one sorry, hello. My voice is amplified. So